self-expression, intellectual fulfillment, or spiritual fulfillment. Notice that first among them is the need for your very survival. Life itself must be protected before you will be motivated by any other need, such as security, self-esteem, or love.
What does this mean? What's he even talking about?
Only Dr. Phil.
Only he
knows.
can understand. And luckily he wrote it in a book, but it was just for himself. So
Yes.
welcome back again to the Josh Knows Nothing show. I believe we fixed our issue. I don't know if we were outputting video before, but now we definitely are. So
Fingers crossed.
yep, just we'll go through it again. I'm Josh, Alex. Well, and then Emily, you could say something. I don't know.
You said it for me. I think she was counting on you.
I was wanting, hey, what's up? Or I hate all of you. You can say whatever you want. All right, and then we got Anna and Emily, or Emily's in the front again. I already messed it up. And then Lindsay.
Hi. Hey.
Hi.
Hey.
It was very like harmonized. That was weird. See, now I'm all flustered because I forgot what we were talking about before. But
Nothing.
look, I apologize. No, we didn't record. Did we even put anything out saying we weren't?
No.
It was just Travis who has access to our Discord. Who's like, hey, are we recording tonight? He's like, why no stream? I'm like, I just don't feel like it. We had a very busy last couple of days, so a lot of travel.
Yes.
Just was too pooped to come in and verbalize that poop. So we're back now, though. This is kind of like a special episode because I won't be here next week or this upcoming Sunday because I have stuff to do. So our next episode will be another ladies' night, episode 2.
Heck yeah.
So Alex will be in drag and yeah, and then I guess we can. You want to go over this now? Sure. All right. Remember this?
Yeah.
Yeah, I did forget it. So it's that Elgato HD60S. Something. There might be something else, but it's covered up.
Yeah.
We will be giving this away to whoever wins our. How do you think you want to do this? You want to do like we did last time with the card?
Yeah, we can do that.
Okay. We can we'll have it up for 2 weeks. So not this upcoming Sunday, but the next Sunday, we'll go ahead and spin the wheel of fortune and see who wins it. So we'll post the links for that in all of our social media.
And what is that thing?
For those who don't know, this is a box that lets you stream. So if you want to stream games or you want to stream dumb podcasts like ours, you could do that with this. It basically acts as like a link to. It's got its own built-in interface where you can, it's what I used for when I did Twitch streaming for like a month before I realized nobody cared. So I mean, I'm still doing that, but in a different format. So
yeah.
I was playing Rainbow Six Siege with this, and nobody cared to watch me play.
I'm so sorry.
Yeah, it was bad. My own family didn't watch it. Like nobody watched it. At least this, our father watches and just disappointed.
It's like you didn't clutch.
Upset with you.
Why is Travis upset with me?
He said, "What the hell happened to a week off? Now my schedule's all fucked up." Thanks, Josh.
Wait,
We can't lose Travis.
well, we can't lose Travis. He's our bread and butter.
Yeah.
Well, Travis, I'll tell you what. You want to stay tuned because today I didn't really get into it, but we're going to be talking about werewolves and vampires.
Mm-hmm.
We're going to be talking about a game of tag that I think is kind of cool and weird. I've got more talks. I know that Emily specifically requested that she wanted to see more of them. So I've got more of
Really?
those.
Are you at the stage where you just shorten them to talks now? You don't say TikTok?
TikToks, yeah.
That's so sad.
Like you can't come in here and start. No. That's fair though. But those people are talked out. So
They're talked out. All right.
yeah. That's the only people I get. So.
The only one that I've seen lately is the trade offer. I keep seeing that one.
Let's see. What else were we talking about?
We're gonna talk about Marvel.
Yes, we were talking about WandaVision. I don't think we ever mentioned it yet. And then Falcon and Winter Soldier, so there will be spoilers for what is out now, but I'll let you know before that happens. And then I think that's pretty much it.
We also got some Reddit stuff.
Some Reddit stuff, but it's more of just a filler. It's just.
Oh, I have some good stuff on it.
Oh,
I mean, I got some I could throw in too.
well, if we have to, we'll go to that.
Copy that.
Joshy, you want your opening video?
Yeah, just do the opening video. We'll get right into it.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no.
It went from laughter to.
The man is actively drowning.
No, he's fine. He survived this. See, someone's there. They help him.
I don't show his.
It's the assumption that he's okay.
I don't know what I thought was gonna happen, but it
A man being waterboarded at
Usually it's like a face plant or some kind of belly flop or something.
Well,
bad.
first he hit the ground there. I'm like, oh, that's
Yeah.
where this is going. And then I didn't expect to be waterboarded in front of all of his family and friends. Like that's just crazy to me.
Actively drowning. as
Actively
everybody's-
drowning, and like people were still like, yeah. It's just like, he's fighting for his life down
I
there.
just love how one person jumped in the water. Just
But at that point, there's still
person.
people screaming like, "Get in there!" Like it's not like it's deep. The dude is standing up in there.
Yeah.
I should have known with the user that shared this. The first thing they say is, "Hey Hitler." I should have known.
Well, you know,
Well, that's actually that's the subreddit description.
Oh,
Yeah.
I'm not a Reddit user, so I
Yeah.
don't know.
Oh, yeah.
She's a normie.
yeah.
She's a normie. What can I say?
Well, you know, that's why I'll never get on one of those. So
Oh, ziplining fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, until that happens.
yeah. You tell that guy that
That's
was fun.
Yeah.
Listen, I double check my harness like every time.
I got one for y'all.
Is this? We got 2 beginning videos.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. This is you just it takes place at a gas station.
Yeah,
It's like-
oh, it's always the gas station.
Oh. Where did they get a tire? Gas?
Ladder match.
What? No, there's a trash can lids.
It's a whole squad after
no,
all.
look,
What
she's
did you do?
They're just throwing whatever they can get their hands on.
Look, she right here. This chick in the pink. She's got a full on like a nozzle for a gas hose.
She
What?
ripped it off the gas tank. The gas tank.
Oh my god. It's got a medieval flail.
You can have
out
like the
here.
Dark Souls music comes on. She's just swinging around.
Holy shit. Wow. Yeah, breaking up the fun. Yeah.
He probably was just sitting there watching for a bit too. Where's this going?
He's like, God, I hate my life.
There's like a taco.
I want to break
There's like a
this.
Taco Bell across the street, and you just got like a family eating there and looking out the window like,
Look, kids,
Mom,
their
what-
show.
look at that. That's a
Nah.
whole gas nozzle.
Nah, it's the gas station employee out there, the confused Tom. Like,
he's like calling his boss. Hey, this wasn't in the rule book. Like, what do I do here?
What do you guys guess is the reason why they were fighting?
Overman.
they were all
Stimmy
they,
checks.
they all thought that they were his girlfriend, and they all met up together.
Okay, so the reason they were fighting is because the guy who like full on like brake checked that woman in the beginning, he didn't like the fact that they stole hot dogs from the store.
Wait, so those ladies stole hot dogs.
Yes.
Where are you reading this? Are you reading this in the comments? Or are you reading this?
Yeah. No, this guy he like lived in that area.
Well, I could say I live there.
So he's like a superhero. He's out here like nobody's stealing dogs from
He's
my
the hot
neighborhood.
dog. He's like, hey, come on, let's come up with a better name than the hot dog guy. Like, so they just stole hot dogs, and that warranted.
He's the hot dog hobbler.
Well, he
I mean-
probably worked at the stores when I'm guessing and was like, "Yo, quit."
Not on my walk.
no.
Yeah, it's in my house. He
That-
probably like
They'll-
and then
They'll take it out of his check. That's what'll
So
happen.
they
Yeah.
not only stole hot dogs, but then they destroyed the gas station.
Just like a wrecking ball. Like,
And
just
that's,
with-
and that's what one of the comments says. It says, meanwhile, them on Facebook, man, we don't have any decent stores in our area. It's like, well, I wonder why.
Yeah.
Well, I'll say the people at fault here, everyone. Like the guy, I mean, you should never lay your hands on another person regardless. But like, so that's a problem. But you also shouldn't steal hot dogs. So I'd say you had it coming, but also you probably shouldn't have done that. So
I'm just wondering how much force is required for that disconnect for the gas pump.
apparently it's not
I mean,
that.
Well, to be fair, it was one it's like, it's got like the paper on it. So I think it was one that was out of order.
He's like sitting
that's
there
true.
like with boxing stance, like I'm gonna fight people.
Well,
Like,
did
bro,
you
get
see
out of
at
there.
the beginning?
Like, what are you doing?
I mean, look at this.
boom. Yeah, that's
He destroys that woman's life.
That's a lot of
Can
damage.
we appreciate the commentary of the guy videotaping as well? Because he's just like, damn.
Well, that's normally how it goes. You've got someone who could should probably step up. Like, hey, let's not do that.
Oh shit.
But he's over there like, yeah, twist his dick.
twist his dick.
So that's our show. That's
Yeah.
what we're all about here.
The good old dick.
I found randomly came across that video again on YouTube. It just, hey, you might like this. Of course I like it.
might.
You
yeah.
showed this to me when I was vulnerable, like I was like 16.
Wow.
Well, what do you want to talk about next? I'll let you choose, Emily. Marvel, vampire or werewolf?
Definitely the vampire and werewolf.
Okay. Well, I'll let the girls in the back explain.
Okay, so I've been going back and forth between a vampire show and a werewolf show. So I asked Anna today if she would rather be a werewolf or a vampire, like if you had to choose one. And then I asked Josh, and he thought it'd be a great topic to talk about today.
And we kind of determined that it's dependent upon the lore.
Yeah, because there's
So,
so
like,
many
you have,
lore.
like, the Twilight vampires. You have
The True
the-
Blood vampires.
you have the Bram Stoker.
the vampire.
vampires.
Yeah, you have like all of these.
Hella amount.
So then
Yeah.
we were like, okay, so we should just pick off of what the basic traits of all of them are.
Yeah, so like the Twilight one, that's the no-go.
That's the I don't know how I feel about this.
I don't know how I
Kinda-
feel about
kinda
this. Yeah,
vampire.
that guy.
So basically, what we decided is that, like, for vampires,
It's
they're what? They're immortal.
immortal. You have to be invited in.
drink
You
blood.
had to die to become a vampire. They drink blood.
They
No
keep off the
sunlight.
daylight.
Yeah, daylight. That's kind of the vampire basic. And then werewolves, where you transform into a wolf of some sort.
On the full moon.
On the full moon, you're either bitten, born, or cursed. And then you have anger issues. Is basically the basic for both of those.
How is it enforced that you have to be invited in? Like, do you just die if you walk into a home and you're not
Well,
invited?
I
Like,
don't
how
know.
does
It's different for
You
each.
can't enter the home.
You just can't enter you just can't enter without being invited in, which
Copy that.
I don't understand that
Never
part. But
understood that, whatever. Oh, and they don't like garlic either. So
oh yeah, garlic.
I'm definitely not thinking.
What about
of vampire,
counting?
Now that I think about
What?
it.
Are they obsessed with counting? Like historically,
One.
Stop
like
it,
like
Alex.
no, like the count in Sesame Street. There's a thing for that. They're supposedly like
That's the lawyer going for.
Alex,
it.
supposedly
Alex,
there was
They
a
called him that because the count. Count.
yeah.
is
I
a
know.
counting.
I am aware of
I don't
this,
think
but
it has
it's a
anything
part
to
of
do
the
with counting.
vampire lore that they
That's
have an
true.
obsessive compulsive thing to count. That's just one of the weird
I think
things.
You're thinking of dragons.
Look it up. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
I mean, the only Count vampire I know is Count Dracula,
Yeah, it's one of the less popular
but he was like an
depictions
actual
of a
person.
vampire.
So
Yes.
Yeah.
Vlad Dracul.
Well, I know what I'm going for. I already knew immediately as soon as they asked me. I already knew what I was going to go
Can you
for.
guess what he said, Alex?
He's into bee sting, so obviously it's werewolf.
do you
I-
know why?
No. Why is it?
He
Josh?
doesn't want to be alive forever.
That's like the first thing that came on. I'm like I do not want to be alive forever. I don't want to die. necessarily, but
Just,
like I don't
you
want to
know.
also be alive forever.
Take a stake to your heart. You know, like is it that hard?
Well, now we are talking
we've
about
already
suicide.
established
The werewolf, I'm assuming you just live a normal lifespan of a person and then you just die.
It depends on the lore again, because some of them live longer, some of them live short. It just depends.
But less than eternity.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, I'll still take that.
Oh yeah, you eventually die. It's just a little bit longer than like
And you
humans.
only turn it, like, how many full moons are there in a year?
Well, there's one every month.
Just one?
Yeah, there's 12 full moons, and then you might have a blue moon, which is a
Hold up.
second full moon in a month.
Hold up.
Anna.
Hold on.
Wait.
Is that why they're a month, like 12 months?
Yes. Dude, no. The moon phases are just a month long, which is how they pretty much determined a month in length.
I didn't know that.
Oh, my God.
So Anna,
I didn't
hear
know
me
how
out.
they
It's like basic, like, 7th grade science.
Yeah, well, that explains it. I didn't really pay attention in 7th grade. Okay?
Obviously.
I had a very mean teacher.
Hear me out. Okay, if you were female and you were a werewolf, how often do you think your period coincides with the full moon? Because that would be a sucky week. I'm just saying.
Okay. I don't know.
Well, the anger issues, it all kind of just ties in together. So.
Wait, hold up. Okay, so Travis has been commenting in the Discord, but I don't know the context of these these statements. It just says, "I care. Wolves from where? That's why I'm 6'7". I can't drown. Every car has a spare tire. Lottery tickets."
Well, I can pretty much break that down.
I can guess. Yeah.
Yeah, 6'7", I can't drown. Obviously. But I feel like you would drown if you're 6'7", because that's more you got to lift up.
Yeah.
Like, you're underwater, like, even deeper. Than
I think he's talking about like in a standard 6-foot pool.
Well, yeah.
Can't drown.
Well, yeah. Well, if the pool goes up to 6'8", then,
Oh wow.
he's dead.
That's true.
Or he'll swim up to the top. And he's
Or
like,
he
I
just
shouldn't have been
tippy
up front. Okay,
mean-
so what are you guys doing in the back? Like, what are you...
What are we choosing?
Yeah, because this is your argument, or was this an argument, or just a...
No, it's just a general
Just a
question.
hypothetical.
No,
It
you're a
was just- It was
werewolf.
just a random question I had today.
Mm.
I think Anna said something about vampire was her answer.
I said vampire originally, but if they don't like garlic, that's not gonna work.
Yeah.
Yeah, it would suck to be an Italian vampire.
Which Bela Lugosi is arguably the most famous vampire.
That's true.
Well, not real, though.
No, but still, why would you get an Italian to play something repelled by garlic?
I'm
and
assuming he
like
wasn't in
that?
there. Where's my mozzarella? Like,
It's
like, I was,
really hard to be a
Where's the
Catholic.
red salsa?
yeah, I'm assuming he didn't play an Italian vampire. He was just a vampire.
Yeah, but listen, as an Italian, to be a vampire, you have to give up garlic, and you can't have previously been a Catholic, because crucifixes aren't all that great either. So it's like you're kind of fucked, really. I think I'm
mean-
gonna change my answer to werewolf.
No, you can't do that. So
I'm gonna go vampire because I'm already like pale. You know. I'm already halfway there. You know.
I'm halfway there.
yeah, I mean there are benefits to it because you're more of a night person.
Yeah.
I am too.
Doesn't really go to other people's houses anyways.
Yeah.
Unless you're hungry, you come over here and eat our
to,
food.
I love to go to like a job interview and it's like, what are you doing? Why are you standing outside? Come in. Oh, okay.
Now, the classic vampire, can you turn into a bat whenever you want? And then
I don't know. They say that actually apparently in other historical stuff they could turn into a bat, a rat, an owl, or a wolf.
yeah, that's
Rat.
definitely
I'm sold.
that's gonna be
I'm
Alex.
sold.
I do be a rat.
What if if you pick werewolf and you start to turn? What if you're just like, my dog looking kind of cute though? Like,
Yeah, could you fall in love while you're in rat form?
or werewolf form? You know.
Yeah, or werewolf. Yeah,
I don't know.
Just
tell ya.
too many questions.
there's a lot of
I
questions.
don't like it. I don't like being out of the control. You don't know what your werewolf
Emily,
form's
what
gonna
would
do.
you choose?
That'd be a movie. Like you're trying to pretend that you're actually a rat, but you're really a vampire that can turn into a rat. And so you're like, oh, I have to go to the bathroom real quick, but you can't hide in the rat bathroom because you
Dude, they,
destroy their house.
they did make a movie about that. Essentially, it's Harry Potter.
Yeah, it's
Peter Pettigrew.
yeah, Peter Pettigrew. That's right.
pretending to be a rat. For
What point of that was a love story? What?
20 years?
A love story. Wait, what?
I was saying, you fall in love with another rat, and you're trying to keep it away from your rat wife. For
Did they live in a shoe?
I mean, they
I
could
don't
live in a
even-
shoe. They could live in trash cans for all I care. Wherever rats like to go, sewer system. They go on vacation to New York. I don't know. They like boats. I know that. It was a plague joke. I don't know.
Yeah, I caught it. Yeah.
Ridiculous. Emily, what do you choose?
Well, I was gonna say werewolf, but the whole, falling in love with a dog kind of scared me. So,
You'd rather fall in love with a rat?
Yeah, no.
well, I'm just gonna say I'd probably be a victim.
Well, technically you're a victim if you're either one of them, right?
That's true. That's true.
But I mean, either I'd get mauled by a werewolf or
But what if it doesn't kill you?
sucked
Which one would you
all
rather be
blood.
mauled by? Would you
Whichever
rather be
one, but
killed
just
by
do
a
it
werewolf
fast.
or rather be killed by a vampire? And the off chance that you survive, you'd have to be one of them. So which one would it be?
I don't know.
I'd say a werewolf would be like just animalistic and brutal, but a vampire you could be like, yo, at least make it quick, dog. Like,
But it'd be slow because they'd suck out all your blood.
Yeah, but sometimes you don't feel, depending on the lore, you wouldn't feel the bite. I
and
mean,
you
it
could
would
just say,
be-
yo, knock me out.
Well,
or
I
something,
argue
dog.
a counterpoint. I feel like the werewolf would be done pretty fast. Just ragdoll your. I mean,
Yeah,
I
but
feel
it
like
I think
you
it
would
would
tear
get
out
depend
your
on the lore.
intestines.
Yeah, it'd be brutal. It'd be.
But you don't get turned into a werewolf by being mauled by a werewolf.
You have to be bitten.
so therefore mauled.
One
Depends
would-
on the lore. It's either bitten, turned, or cursed.
Yeah,
So
but even so, like bitten, like.
Do you have like? Can you like
Ellie bit Josh's ass earlier.
when you're a werewolf? Can you like do things consciously?
Yeah.
depending on the lore, you know what you're doing.
Okay,
Other
so like I
times
could do
it's
my
like-
taxes in werewolf form.
Sometimes
Or-
it's like a Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde situation. Like the wolf remembers it, but like the
You
human
don't.
doesn't.
So it's just two different. I'm like the Hulk.
Yeah, you're gonna turn into Professor Hulk, where like he is able to be smart, like Bruce
Professor
still,
Wolf.
and like yeah, you can
No,
be Professor Wolf.
I'm going strictly off of Skyrim rules. If I had a sort of ring or something that I could make it so I could turn into a werewolf whenever I wanted, I would totally do that.
Okay.
Because I always chose the werewolf line because whenever I was getting, effed up, I'd just turn into a werewolf and just destroy him.
I always didn't play the werewolf.
You were a vampire guy?
No, actually, I wasn't really a vampire guy either. I was straight vanilla with it. I was like, both are bad. Nah.
Yeah, you're boring.
Yeah.
It's boring.
I
Yeah,
mean,
but
I'm already
werewolf
the
would happen.
I'm already the Dragonborn. I don't need some other shtick like.
Fair. That's
But
fair.
you could be a werewolf. Fus Rodan, people. Like,
I mean, I don't think he can Fus Rodan while a werewolf, but yeah.
That'd
you haven't
be cool.
tried.
That'd be dope.
I'm sure there's a mod for that.
Good thing.
I mean, you gotta make like the vocalizations as a werewolf. I don't know. That you can.
Okay.
Josh, if that was the case, I feel like you would be Scrappy Doo.
What's that
You
mean?
just turn into like a little.
Let me, Maggie.
Turn into like a little werewolf.
I'm even shorter than I am now. I'm just like, fuck. I'm just like, woof,
You look like
Whoa.
Uganda Knuckles.
woof. I'll eat you. Let me eat you.
I know what Josh would look like as a.
Bork.
Give me a
Bork.
second.
Travis brings up an interesting point. Count Dooku.
What?
He's a count. Is he a vampire?
Yes.
I don't think that's what he was asking.
I
But
don't think that's.
I feel
I
like
feel like that's a whole other genre.
Yeah.
That's a whole other question.
space vampires.
Space vampires.
Totally fair.
All right, here. This would be Joshua as a.
He's small. Oh. Oh
yeah.
no.
that would totally be me. Yeah.
Oh no. It looks like a bat dog. That is
Yo,
a bat.
he looks
dog.
like a gremlin.
Yes.
It's It's one of those things that it's so ugly that it's cute.
Yeah.
So I'll take that. I'll be cute. You know?
Look at it go.
I'm telling you, it looks more like a bat than a dog.
He does kind of look like a bat. If he had like the wings,
Yeah.
yeah, he could fly probably.
That's a hell of a Halloween
Yeah, he
costume.
built different. I'll tell
he
you that.
really is built different.
That dog has what's called short spine syndrome.
Oh, well.
I have that.
I was literally going to do it. You beat me.
I gotta beat you there because
Preserve a little.
yeah, a little
Yeah.
bit.
A little self-esteem.
Is that it? Did anyone say it? What about Lindsay? What did she say?
I don't know. I think it'd probably be a werewolf in all reality because I don't think I could. Like,
Yeah.
wait, hold on. I'm too nice, so I feel like I'd be really scared of biting someone. Just be like, "Are you okay? I'm so sorry."
Hey, can you sign this paper?
No.
What's on it? Just sign it.
I would just starve to death.
Ah, well, it says that I can eat you.
I feel like you'd have to like have a cage in your home when you know that you're gonna turn, like the full moon's coming. So you just gotta like, all right, I gotta go sleep in the cage. But then when you have anybody come over, they're just like, what's with the cage?
Hey.
What is it?
But I came by, but your dog was going crazy in the basement the other day. Like, oh yeah, it's weird. I don't know.
When did you get a dog?
Yeah, why is the cage 6 feet tall?
Yeah, what if you like, because you don't know if you're not conscious when you're in werewolf form, you don't know how big you are. So what if you get the cage too small, and as a werewolf, you just got like limbs sticking out the box?
It's so like skinny that I'm not. I can stand up still, and the cage is just around my body.
Yeah,
Like,
your legs are like
so
punched
just
through
like-
it.
I can't bite anyone.
Hey,
So
I mean,
technically,
there you go.
that would work. I could run people over and kill them that way, probably. Just using my body to crush them on like under the rate of the.
This is the juggernaut just running through
Yeah.
walls.
Juggernaut, bitch.
Don't you know who to hit?
Don't you know who I am?
I'm the juggernaut, bitch.
Oh God.
I'm crying.
All right, we gotta move on.
Yeah, we should move on.
Marvel.
Well, before that,
Uh-huh.
guess how fat I am?
Oh. Yeah.
2.
I'm still fat.
Too fat.
Too fat is right. So
That's not what I meant, but yeah.
I lost 4 pounds so far, and then over Easter in the last 2 weeks, I've gained those 4 pounds
You
back.
know what? Probably not though, because we did weigh ourselves after like dinner.
No, we waited before dinner.
No, we did it
Either way, I
before.
mean, we've eaten throughout the day though.
But we've been consciously doing it at night.
I haven't eaten in 3 days. No.
Oh shit. Anyway.
Well, yeah. So anyway, we weighed each other, and the winner is
Lindsay.
Lindsay. She lost 0 weight.
But I gained 0 weight.
Yes, I gained those weight back, so I guess that makes me the loser. I lost 4, and Anna lost 3. Or I'm sorry, she gained 3. I gained 4.
So
Math. I don't know.
I'm also losing because I'm the one who made the food.
Yeah, I'm invoking a punishment for Anna because she made delicious food for Easter, and she hasn't lost yet. So she is also being punished.
And you want to tell them what the punishment is?
We're gonna shoot each other with a tennis ball launcher.
Yeah. We're just gonna shoot each other.
I'm coming.
Do you want one?
See who lives.
They asked for like what we should do for the punishment. I'm like Russian roulette, obviously.
Oh.
Is there a tennis ball in it?
No,
That sounds terrifying.
Do we have a tennis ball?
This is probably gonna hurt.
I'm so scared.
All right, well,
Are we shooting each other?
yeah, we'll just shoot each other.
Okay.
Hold on. Rules. You can't shoot me in the balls.
I was gonna shoot you in the butt to like turn around and just like do.
I got a dumper, so that's fine. With me. Where would you like me to shoot you?
In the butt, preferably. I'm just gonna turn around. And you can shoot.
I was thinking like rib cage.
What if you
but-
guys go
okay.
closer?
Where are we going with it?
Why don't you go in front of the TV?
Like
I
here.
was thinking like back of the head.
Does this work?
Here, just stand like right there, so if I miss and hit the TV, it'll be
No.
funny.
How's that? Josh, you move that way. Oh God.
Oh, I'm
You're gonna hit
scared.
the-
Go that way. Go that way.
I'm so scared.
Oh, I'm.
Julie's gonna.
Oh, I'm at you.
all
up
good.
a little.
What?
I don't want to hit the microphone. All right. You ready? All right. 3, 2, 1. Can we show this?
Just shoot her.
Okay, here we go. Right now?
Ouch!
That wasn't so bad.
Wait a minute. I thought I got to shoot you guys.
Oh, yeah, you can shoot us.
You want to shoot Joshy?
Shoot Josh and shoot him closer.
You can shoot me closer.
The anticipation is no bueno.
How do you love this?
It's like when you lose a dodgeball, you know, and then the other team just got to pelt you. So we did that with tennis, actually. That was worse.
That might actually give me a bruise on my butt.
Got it?
Reloading.
What are you doing? Lindsay, I need to move to your
Oh
left.
my! Are you sure about this?
Oh my
I'm
god.
gonna back up.
What if she hits the T?
All right.
I'll trust her.
Oh my god.
Go ahead.
Oh my
Go
god.
ahead.
You can't look. Anna didn't look.
Shoot me in the ass.
What the heck? What just happened?
I don't know.
You've been a bad little piggy.
Really weird.
It's time to get
Why,
punished.
why am I hard? Will we ever understand?
Science has no explanation.
It's just hit me. Ow! Ow! You can't do that.
I did.
That's illegal. Give me that. Give me that. I get to shoot you now. Party foul. Give me that.
We don't have cameras back there. Reloading.
I'm trying to think. Say something like Halo-wise this for me.
Slayer.
No.
Betrayal.
What'd you say?
What? Yeah, that's
King of
what
the
it
hill.
was. What'd you say?
Yoink.
I said betrayal.
Yes.
All right, Biden, come take my gun. Come kiss me for it.
No, I'm good. Thanks.
Touch me with your soft hands.
Well, that was weird. I don't know where to go after that.
We can answer Travis's question.
Travis's question.
In Harry Potter, did Sirius or Lupin have dog/wolf sex?
Hold on.
I mean,
In Harry Potter, did Sirius or Lupin have dog-wolf sex? Were they gay for each other? I forget.
Well, no. Lupin was a werewolf, and Sirius could turn into a dog. He was
Yeah.
an animagus.
So it's implied that they probably.
I feel like Sirius didn't he have control of the dog form, so
Yeah.
that would have to be a conscious decision of like I want to fuck a dog.
What?
We just got a new like from Joyce Sailing on the stream.
Grandma? Grandma, why are you watching this? I don't want you to think of me any different.
It's too late.
It's just odd that like it's just our family watching and Travis is part of the family now.
Yeah.
But it's just it's just our family
step
members.
bro.
Yeah, what are you doing, step bro? It's comments like that that are like,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
On Facebook.
Wait, I have a question with the werewolf thing. So if you do have relations with another dog or werewolf and you're a female and you get
I don't know.
pregnant, would you be pregnant with puppies, hybrids, or people?
Oh God.
It probably looked like that dog thing that was
Yeah,
running up
probably.
the
That's how
TikTok
that
thing.
came about. That's how you get
Except
that.
it walks on two legs. It's just,
God, that's too much.
that's what I would
That
assume.
broke my brain.
Yeah, with what your body would have to do to.
Gosh.
I think.
I don't know. I feel like that's a lot of wrong things.
I mean, did you ever see the famous Garfield comic strip where John drinks a cup of something? He's like, oh boy, milk. Don't mind if I do. And then like the vet lady's like, congratulations, you're gonna have a healthy litter of puppies. implying that John just drank dog semen.
It's funny in different ways, but the funniest is that they just have a cup of dog semen just out,
Just
where a
open
customer
air.
can just grab it.
It's like in a solo cup.
yeah,
Just like
yeah.
it's his nuts out.
Yeah.
All this reminds me of is Brian and Stewie in Family Guy.
It's a normie
like
show. I
their
don't
like
watch
their
it.
interaction between each other. Or?
No, there's an episode where Stewie has Brian's puppies.
You know, I haven't watched all of Family Guy. I think I missed that one, but
Yeah.
You didn't miss much.
I'm not
It
surprised.
was a
though.
pretty awkward episode.
I can imagine. Yeah, I can.
Yeah, yeah. I couldn't imagine. I couldn't imagine how that would be. See what you did, Emily. You got us in this weird pregnancy. I don't know.
It gave me a chance to bring up the favorite Garfield strip. So
It's true.
Anytime I can do that,
I
it's a
like
good
that
day.
you had that like in your
It was
mind
queued
somewhere.
up.
Just,
It lives in my head rent free.
I would tax it for sure. Disney Plus and Marvel. You know, let's just get right into it because I feel like it's. I don't know how to segue into that.
Yeah. You know where there's not werewolves?
If a Falcon and Winter Soldier had babies, like an actual Falcon, and then I guess a Winter Soldier would be just a
Like a
Russian guy.
Нет. He
Нет.
just sees a bird.
Yeah. It's a good-looking bird.
Нет. Сука.
Or maybe it's a woman, you know, and the bird's the one that's on the prowl. He's up high, so he can see all the ladies. Okay, let's just get into Marvel thing. We haven't talked about the new Marvel stuff at all. I mean, I think we talked a little bit about the Mandalorian, but we watched all of WandaVision. Oh, spoilers! I almost forgot. There's that one guy, or I guess just grandma, like WandaVision. I was gonna watch that, but I mean, what do you guys think? I mean, WandaVision's already over, obviously, but now we're I think 2 episodes away from the end of Winter Soldier.
Mm-hmm.
So, what do you guys think? So far?
I think of it differently now that we've seen Falcon or some of Falcon and Winter Soldier. With the pacing, especially, like part of me wishes that we could have got like the length and pacing out of WandaVision like we are getting out of Falcon and the Winter Soldier. But
Yeah, I think they had
The pacing.
I
Wait, but what do you like the pacing of more?
I mean, it just seems like there's so much more happening in Falcon and the Winter Soldier than there was happening. Like, it took us so many episodes to figure out anything like that was going on in
Well, that's
WandaVision.
kind of the point of WandaVision, though.
Yeah.
I mean, I think arguably they could have gotten rid of like one of the first 2 episodes.
No, I disagree.
I like it how it is. I like that. At first, I was kind of unsure. I wasn't like super like, oh, okay, the next one like I am with Falcon and Winter Soldier. So I get your point there, but like it was still like I knew it was leading. It had to lead to something. So it was like the little tidbits that it'd give you. It wasn't like Falcon and Winter Soldier was like it ends on such a crazy note. It was like, what's the next one like? It's like a Netflix show. Like you just like you binge watch it. And then WandaVision, I could wait. I was fine waiting each week.
I think I'd be more fine with the pacing if they let it run out longer, because it seemed like the stuff with like Monica Rambeau was like really rushed. So like I don't know, it seemed like they really tried to cram a whole lot at the end there, and it kind of
Yeah, I
did a
agree with
disservice to that character. But
Yeah, which because she's clearly going to be someone probably important.
yeah, especially with the thing at the end.
Yeah.
But I think that was the point. I think it was more to just introduce her in a way that didn't feel like she was like shoehorned into a movie. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
it's
because if this
easier to-
was a movie, it would have been like that regardless.
like it was
so-
easier to put her in as a supporting character in WandaVision and kind of use that then as a way to explain how she gets her powers and that sort of thing without having to either introduce her and have zero backstory in a movie other than they're like, who the hell is this chick? You know, and they kind of briefly gloss over it, or to just straight up just give her her own movie.
I mean, they originally had plans for her to be doing more things, because there's apparently an episode where she was going to go down to the basement where the kids were and fight Mr. Scratchy, like the rabbit or something that she had. It was supposed to transform into some kind of monster, and she was going to have to fight it.
It would have been cool to actually see her fight because
Yeah.
we didn't really
Yeah.
see her fight really.
Very little was explained about how she was able to pass through the barrier or any of that. So I'm hoping that she'll have more time. I'm assuming in the Captain Marvel movie.
I would guess
Or-
that maybe she's not the only one that's getting these abilities. That maybe
It
could be an
in-
X-Men type thing. I mean, we all want it to be. So anything
Yeah.
that's like anything unknown is like X-Men,
yeah.
X-Men,
There it
and then
is.
it's always not.
Yeah.
It's like,
Well, it could even be in. She may be fleshed out more in the Multiverse of Madness. As
Oh,
well.
she could. Well, I think wasn't the teaser something about Nick Fury or something? Wasn't she contacted towards the end? Wasn't it a Skrull or something?
yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah.
Which we know Nick Fury's with,
Yeah,
and he's on a sword ship. I'm assuming
of some kind. Yeah,
because we
so-
saw that at the end of what, Spider-Man.
yeah,
He's
So-
vacationing.
yeah.
Yeah, I liked what it implied. Like it seems like it was a. It could have been. We could have not gotten WandaVision and then just gotten like a Doctor Strange movie and kind of throw Wanda in there and then kind of do like a quick thing with it. Like you could have done that, but like I think this makes it way. It's gonna. It sets up Doctor Strange probably way more. Like
Oh,
when we
yeah.
watch it, it's gonna be much easier to. Because I'm assuming it'll be trippy and like.
Oh yeah. I mean, because the last Spider-Man was super trippy with all the fake,
Yeah.
stuff going on, and so it'll be very interesting to see what they can do with the multiverse of madness.
If I remember right in the comics, like Spider-Man identity gets released, but then Doctor Strange does something that pretty much reverts the world into where like nobody knows he's Spider-Man anymore. So I'm wondering if because they all tie together that maybe that's how like because it'd be weird if everyone knew who Spider-Man was because it's like why even bother wear the mask at that point? Like
Yeah.
you just hey you like I know who you are. How's your hot aunt? like I don't know. It just
Yeah, that'd be odd. But,
and it'd probably be the way that you get the X-Men in because otherwise it's kind of weird to because a lot of those X-Men they like their stories take place in the past of like where we're at currently. So it'd be weird to have like Charles Xavier just roll up in his chair like
I've been here the whole time.
Hey, you don't have to talk. I know what you're about to say. like well, where were you during Endgame? like where were they? Any of them at?
Yeah.
So it'd be weird. So
Yeah.
Can
I
we
think
all just appreciate that Wanda gets the shit end of the stick at all times?
get what?
She does.
The shit end of the stick.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm very glad that we got WandaVision because her character needed that so
Yeah,
much.
I
She
agree.
needed way more backstory.
Yeah, she
Um,
was kind of just Age of Ultron, just kind of thrown into us. It was like, oh, and then like her and her brother, but we didn't really grow an attachment to the brother.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
then, like when he died, it was sad. Like I was sad that he died, but also like
Well,
by the end of the movie, I already forgot that he died. Like I didn't really care. It wasn't like Iron Man where it's like, I cry on my way to work sometimes.
Yeah.
It's just not
well,
the same.
Like now that we know that she came in contact with the Tesseract, as a what I'm guessing was like a teenager,
Yeah.
and that she somehow has a part of the Mind Stone within her now. I guess right.
She seems to be able to reach it, I think.
'Cause
Yeah.
That's how she created. That's how she says she created Vision.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah, it wouldn't make sense because he was basically a full
yeah.
copy. He was Vision.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, he just
And that's what she tells him, too, that it's the part of the Mind Stone that's like within her, basically.
and then there was the reveal with the other Vision that was like
Yeah, I'm intrigued how they're gonna do that because essentially, like New Vision gave White Vision all the memories leading up to then.
yeah. So I mean, yeah, and then we didn't get to see him again, which was like,
Yeah.
so he's gonna pop back up,
Yeah.
and I don't know exactly, but I'd like to think that, like they do with all the superheroes, like maybe whenever they do phase out Wanda, like hopefully she doesn't become the villain, which she
Yeah.
could, but hopefully like her and Vision just go off and frolic
To be fair,
whatever they
that's-
do.
Honestly, that's really all I want for Wanda. Like she's one of the few kind of superheroes that she's really had it rough, dude.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like she's basically raised by Hydra.
Yeah.
You know, after her parents are killed in a bombing, and then her brother dies. You know, right when they decide to join the good guys.
And then the Sokovia incident.
Right.
Yeah, there's that, and then you
Oh,
have
you know, Infinity War and Endgame. Like,
and Civil
Yeah.
War.
Killing Vision, and then dealing with that, and then him being brought back to life, and then killed again in front of her. So like, that's pretty traumatic.
Yeah.
And then
So-
coming back to life, but he's not back.
Yeah.
Like you get
It's
brought
not
back
really
to life,
back.
but he doesn't get
Yeah.
brought back.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oof.
Actually,
Yes.
does she even know? Like, did she ever see Vision? Like the
Yeah,
white one?
she
She
saw
saw-
White Vision for like 5 minutes.
Well, and
Right, so she
saw
had no
his
idea what, like, that was
dismantled
weird.
Body.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
they let her see his body.
What they're talking about the White Vision.
Oh,
Yeah, they didn't see.
yeah, she saw them fighting
like-
for a brief second, I think.
Yeah, so then
She got choked by him.
Yeah. So
But she doesn't know
Nice.
that he has all of that. Vision resolved that.
no.
right, yeah, she didn't
Yeah.
see the end result of that, and then
No.
Vision died. Who was a
And
dick,
that-
by the way. He didn't
listen.
say anything about this other Vision.
Yeah, that bastard.
Yeah.
like, and
Yeah,
then he
well,
just
we
pieced
don't
out.
we don't know that he didn't say anything. That's the thing. As I was watching, I'm like, is he gonna say something? Is he gonna talk about
I
the
don't
other
think-
Vision?
I don't think he did. I think they would have showed us, like, him saying something.
Yeah, it's just weird. Like, why didn't he? You know?
Well, I think it's I guess we didn't see everything, but I think it's implied that she. Streams keep cutting out on all platforms. No, that's not good.
no. Is
Um,
somebody downloading something?
That's a good
Probably.
channel. I guess just let me know if we completely lose it, but
So, do you guys like movie format or series format better?
I think it depends. For
Yeah.
stories like that, I think a longer format was needed.
it,
But
it feels less impactful when it's in a series. I feel like when you're at the movie theaters and you watch this go down, like Endgame, I couldn't imagine just watching it at home.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I had to go see it in theaters, and it was way better. I think that way. I mean, it's still a good movie regardless, but like, it's like a. They always say Marvel movies are like just roller coaster rides, really. But in a way, that it is, and it's just better when you see it on a big screen, I think. And then Falcon and Winter Soldier, for instance, is a drama, which, I think is capable of surviving on, obviously capable of surviving on Disney. Plus, I wouldn't have been excited to watch their movie,
right.
but like now they put a lot of, even though we're like what 4 episodes in, so that's 4 hours pretty much
Yeah.
of already of them. And I couldn't imagine not getting any of that,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
because it'd be really hard to flesh out like the new Captain America, how Bucky's processing it, because everyone's still processing after Endgame.
Yeah.
Like that's what all these shows so far have.
And I think that's what these stories as like a long series format work really well. Because after Endgame, I mean that was essentially the end of that initial like Marvel era. Like all of us that had watched it since like the beginning, with the first Iron Man and Hulk and everything like that, and then we're now having like it's ended and like Captain America isn't there anymore.
The OGs are pretty much.
You have
Tony
Yeah.
Stark,
Tony Stark, Black Widow, because she's dead.
Yeah.
And
Well,
Well,
you see
all
that.
three of those are
You see
dead.
that trailer though for Loki.
that looks so dope. I'm so excited.
You did see him talking to her. I mean,
Yeah.
that-
Yeah, that-
So,
I thought I saw that. I wasn't
But-
entirely
but
sure.
that's what I'm
yeah.
saying. Like these 3 stories in particular. So like with Endgame, for instance, we have a scene where Loki steals the Tesseract and fucks off into the distance, and so we know that in some universe he's still alive. So giving us this kind of Loki series will hopefully flesh out what's been going on there. And
I feel like
then
it'll
we'll
flesh
also
out.
have-
It'll flesh out this Loki to bring him. If he were to come back to the MCU, that's the one that we'll see again.
Yeah.
Because the other one died. That's he actually he's gone. So this other one doesn't. If he were to come back now, for instance, he wouldn't be the same Loki, and
No.
he'd probably be still a dick. Because the other one started to be more of a hero by the end. He was
Yeah.
redempting himself.
Yeah, redeeming.
Redeeming?
Yeah,
Redeeming.
Redempting.
What the hell did I just say?
You know, but then you're right. Like with Falcon and Winter Soldier, you're now finding out how, you know, Bucky and Sam are like, you know, Cap's two best friends are processing his departure.
Well, I think you're also looking in how the blip affected people as well.
Right, we're getting a little more
I
information
love
on that.
that they keep, you know, going back to it because it was such a significant event,
Oh,
and it
yeah.
would have been so shitty if they just kept sweeping under the rug.
You know, and that's one of like Marvel's biggest critiques is that like DC like they discuss the aftermath and like they make it known that like these heroes like just do irreparable damage. But kind of Marvel is always like, "Oh, we just destroyed New York, but hey, next year it's fine." You
I mean,
know?
they bring it up. They brought it up more towards the end of the Phase 4